So the video today, I'm going to be showing you how to clean your wheels and how to protect them afterwards. I'm going to be using the Bilt Hamber Auto Wheel Superior Cleaner. I'm going to be using the Hydro O2 Lite. Obviously you can see my wheels are supposed to be white, but they get a big build up of brake dust, and once I've cleaned them they build up very quickly afterwards. I've got PBS Pro Racing pads, so the compound in that is very soft. So as soon as I've cleaned my wheels, within the first 10-15 miles they start to go grey already. So if you want to see how I'm going to do it and what I'm going to use, then stay tuned and I'll see you after the intro. So as I've said, these white wheels are very hard to clean, and they're also very hard to keep clean. I've used lots of different products over the last couple of years. I'm trying this Bilt Hamber Auto Wheel Cleaner, mainly because I know they're a good brand. I already use this Bilt Hamber double speed wax, which is really good at giving a shine and protecting it. It obviously helps stop the build up of dust and that from the road. So I'm going to give that a go and I'm going to see how it goes, and then at the end of the video I'm going to be doing a review after 2 weeks. Obviously from using the Bilt Hamber originally to clean it, and then I'm going to be using the Hydro O2 to keep protecting it. So I'm going to see how quickly it actually does build up and whether the dust just deflects off the wheels afterwards. So I'm going to show you how to use it now. You need to start off with spraying it onto a dry wheel. So when I bought this bottle of wheel cleaner, it came with this Valet Pro wheel brush. I've left it to soak now for about 5 minutes. It says make sure you don't leave it to dry, so don't spray this on and then clean your whole car and then come back to it. If you leave it to dry, it can start damaging your wheels and it'll be harder to get it off. So you're just going to use this brush and you're just going to agitate the compound. So just make sure you get it in all the corners. Just go over all the little bits and pieces and just give it a little agitation with the brush. This brush is really good for getting in all those little grooves and all the little bits that you need to get into. Make sure you go over it nice. Right, so I've gone over with the brush. I'm just going to rinse it off now. So first impressions, I think the actual bits that are clean are very clean. I've obviously missed a few bits and pieces with the brush. I'm going to give that another going over in a minute. But all in all, I'd say so far this is the best cleaner that I've used for the wheels. They're obviously extremely bad with build up and stuff like that in the corners, so I'm going to have to go over those bits again. They're just like excessive build up of brake dust. Obviously this is the first time that I've cleaned my wheels after doing a track day probably a month ago or so now. It's obviously overdue, but like I said, the brake pads that I've been using are very soft compound, so there was just such a bad build up, but considering that, I think it's done a really good job. I'm going to give it another going over now, and then I'll show you how to use the protector afterwards. So obviously the front is going to be a lot more build up because there's more braking on the front, but this is how dirty the back wheels are. So I'm going to do it on the back. I'm going to show you before and after on that one, just to give the Bilt Hamber a chance to actually redeem itself. Obviously I haven't given it a very good chance with such a big build up, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to show you what it looks like after. Right, so the rear wheel's ready to go, so I'm going to clean it now. So as I was saying, I think it's a bit of a fairer test to be trying it on the rear wheels, because that's obviously on a more normal dirty level than the fronts. I think it's a bit unfair doing it on the fronts. So I've given it one wash. I'm just going to rinse it off now and see how it comes out. So you can see that's actually come out a lot better. It's very clean, it's very shiny. I'm going to wash the rest of the car now, because I'm doing that anyway, and then once I come to the end of it, I'll finish off the video with the Hydro O2 protector. Right, so onto the Hydro O2 Lite. All you need to do is basically rinse whatever surface you're spraying it on, get it all wet. So give it a good soak and then leave it for about 10 to 15 seconds just to make sure the excess residue water is gone. And then after that, you just take it and just give a light mist all over. Like that, and then straight away rinse it off afterwards with water. So you can see straight away all the water speeding off of it. It's obviously like a silica coating, and then after you've done that, just dry all the excess water off and you're good to go. So I'm just drying this off with a microfiber cloth. In 2 weeks I'm going to be finishing off this video. I'm going to be doing a review of how this stuff comes out. So obviously that won't make any difference to you because the video is going up altogether, but once I've done that, I'll be uploading the video and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. Obviously after a day or even less than that, my wheels start to go dirty straight away because of all the brake dust. So I'm hoping this should just repel it and it will stop it building up so quickly, which means it's longer time for me to have to clean it in between, and it'll obviously keep it cleaner, so when I do clean it I won't have to go gun-ho on it every time. That's a pain in the arse. It takes more time to clean the wheels than it does to clean the car, so hopefully this is going to help. So I will see you very shortly.
2 weeks later.
Right, so it's now been 2 weeks. Right, so it's now been 2 weeks. I just wanted to start off by saying I'm actually Right, so it's now been 2 weeks since I washed the wheels. Before I actually show you the wheels, I just wanted to share a few important facts before I actually show them. You got to bear in mind that I've been doing about 50 miles a day for the last 2 weeks now. It's been driven in the rain, down dirt track roads and all sorts. You've got to bear in mind as well, the wheels are white, so when you actually look at them, they seem a lot dirtier than they are. And obviously I do have extremely soft compound brake pads, so as soon as I've pushed the brake pedal like 10-15 times, they already start collecting dust. So I just want to show you now. So this is the rear wheel. It's not as dirty as the front one, but you can see it's just coming straight off. And you can see where it's all kind of collected in beadings, and it's not actually sticking on that bad. Car is still dirty anyway. And when you go to the front, this may look bad to some of you at home, but actually this kind of build up is what would happen normally without this Hydro O2 protector. This would be like 3 days build up, and that's not exaggerating. This is after 2 weeks, and you can see the way that it is just streaming off. You can see the liquid, the way that it's just coming off. All in all, I would say that the Bilt Hamber cleaned the wheels extremely well, considering how much of a build up there was on the discs, on the wheels anyway. And the CarPro Hydro O2 Lite has really protected them, and it stopped the build up a massive amount. I'm actually really impressed with both of them. Right, so wrapping the video up, I'm extremely happy with how both of these products have performed on the cleaning and the protection of the wheels. Considering both these products are not the most overly priced products on the market, I think they both held their own very well. I would recommend using both of these, and I will be at some point doing another video on a full detail of the car, how to wash it, how to polish it, protect it, and I'll be taking the wheels off and doing the insides, because I know a lot of you are thinking, why am I just doing the face of the wheels? But it was more just to try these products out, see how they work. I've been recommended them by an actual detailer who's a friend of mine, and she said that these products are good, and I totally agree with that. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.